Let's see if this works. It looks like it works. Looks like we are live indeed. Hello everyone, it is Throwback, Thursday, June 13th. Lucky 13th, 2019. Steve Sipress here, and the reason I keep looking to my side is because there is my beautiful wife, Michelle, and we are heading out to dinner on a spectacularly beautiful and nearly unbearably hot day. Second day in a row here with temps over in the 1-teens. I think about 112 or so today, or in the 110s, or whatever you call it. So therefore, almost everybody in this area stays inside in pure air conditioning all day. I've had people ask me, even had a client once ask me, hey, we're thinking of moving down there from way up north. We're thinking of moving down to that area. So we're going to come and plan a trip over the summer so we can see what it's like in the summer. And I'm like, are you out of your mind? Like, I'll tell you what it's like in the summer. You ever turn on the air conditioning and stay in your house? That's what it's like, to come down here. Like, that's what it's like, period. Nobody goes outside in the summer. It was a ridiculous question, although I'm trying to think. I think I had a similar question years ago. Wonder what it's like in the summer. And then I remember coming down for a seminar once for a business meeting, and the hotel was right across the street from the meeting, and just walking across the tarred blacktop pavement, my shoes were sticking to the black tar, and that was like 8 a.m., 9 a.m. in the morning. Going to the meeting was already 105, going up to 117 or whatever, and I was sweating and heated and overheated like in 120 feet it took to get out the front door of the hotel and into the seminar. And then, of course, nobody even opened the door all day. And then at the end of the day, you go back. So there is no, I wonder what it's like outside, whether it's 115 or 112 or whatever, because you just don't do it. Anyway, Throwback Thursday today on our way to dinner. And not really much of a business tip, although I guess it is in a way, because world-renowned artist and good friend of mine, Ori Bengal, was a special VIP guest at my recent event. I think it was a couple weeks ago now, the All-Star Entrepreneur Mastermind. My beautiful wife Michelle's holding up the 2 weeks. It was in fact 2 weeks ago. And I host this event 3 times a year. I have sharp entrepreneurs flying in from all over the country, all over the world, actually. And Ori, actually, was one of the international guests. He drove up from Mexico to come to our event on almost no notice, because I thought he was staying locally. Ori is a traveling gypsy-like, lives a gypsy-like existence his entire life. So he, I thought he was locally, but that's crazy. He was nearby, about an hour away, for about a year, and that's a heck of a long time in the world of Ori. So now he was in Mexico, and now he told me he was en route to Boise, Idaho. We got an opportunity to something about shooting a reality show, or I think so, right? Something about getting in an RV, which is perfect for Ori, and driving around and doing a reality show as he paints and drives around. Ori has painted a new painting, an original piece of art, every single day for over 2,600 days in a row, I believe. 2,700 or something, like 8 years. Every single day. If you know artists, and I know artists, and I've helped plenty of artists do marketing and make tons of money, they do not necessarily churn out art. Very few of them do. Bob Ross on the TV show did a painting every day. But, sprinkle a little magic white and there you go. But, come on now, Ori makes an actual piece of art that sometimes, I believe when he says, it takes 5, 10, 12, 18 hours to do that art. That's like his whole day. Where, of course, most artists would take weeks to do a painting. Or, even worse, like a lot of business owners I know, and here's a tip for you business owners, entrepreneurs, is a lot of artists wait until they get inspiration. Oh, I gotta wait. I have writer's block. Business owners will say, I know I gotta write a new report, or write my book, or write my next ad, but I got writer's block. I'm not sure what to say. I gotta get my newsletter. I'm not sure what to say. Ori has tricked himself, like all business owners should, by setting our own deadline. He has a daily deadline. He's got to create a piece of art. Otherwise, his 8-year streak now will come to an end. And I predict that when it does come to an end, if it does, it'll be by his choice. He will plan in advance and say, I'm going to stop on this day. It will not be because he didn't feel like it, didn't get inspired, or let's put the visor down. It is a little sunny now as we're heading west into the sunset. Anyway, so what happened was Ori wanted to create a custom piece of art for my beautiful wife Michelle and me, right there in front of my clients and my guests at the All-Star Entrepreneur Mastermind. What a treat that was. And he said he wanted to do a portrait of our beloved, rambunctious Cocker Spaniel, Emmanuel, who passed away about 3 years ago now. Yeah, about 3 years ago. But we still love him. We still remember him. And so first thing Ori said was, email me over a bunch of photos. And so I sent him a whole bunch of photos of the doggy. And he picked one out. And he put it up. He started by putting it up on the screen. He does this with digital painting, which is really phenomenal. And I got to say, as with lots of things in modern technology, you might think the digital painting, software programs ruin painting. But actually, it allows him to be so much more creative, because instead of, anytime you wanted to make a change, instead of like piling on globs of paint, and which would ruin a painting, I think if you changed it over and over and over, you'd have globs of paint on a canvas. He can wipe the slate clean and change colors and change direction and change backgrounds and change foregrounds and change anything he wants as much as he wants. So it really unleashes the artistic juices. Anyway, so there's one lesson: is do not wait until you feel like it to get things done, to get that new project out, to hire that new team so you get the new thing done. Okay, to dictate or sit down with somebody to take notes to get your next book or your next newsletter done. I mean, true entrepreneurs don't do any of the doing stuff ourselves, but still, we tend to make excuses about even getting our teams to do stuff, about initiating projects that we know we ought to do. So Ori is a great example of someone who sets a deadline for himself, therefore he's productive, unbelievably productive, more so than probably any decent artist. A comic strip artist does a new comic strip every day, and they don't even really do one every day. They'll sit down, the ones I know, they sit down and they'll do 6 or 8 or 10 in a day. So they'll really work for about a week or so, and they're loaded up for a couple of months. Ori does a new one every day. Anyway, sent him all these photos. He put the photo up. He plugged in his laptop into the TV set, a big screen TV in front of my clients and my guests at the All-Star Entrepreneur Mastermind. And first thing, he put up the photo, and then he kind of traced over it, and then he went crazy with all the art. By the way, you can see this by going to his Facebook page, facebook.com/theartofori, O-R-I, or you can go to theartofori.com, theartofori, O-R-I.com, and you will see the photo I'm talking about from about 2 weeks ago. It'll be 2 weeks ago on Saturday. He started it on Friday, came back and released it, showed us the time lapse of how he did it and all the changes he made and the finished product. Came back and showed that on Saturday. So about 2 weeks ago, you'll find it in either of those places, and you can see, I think he has like theartofori.com/year1/year2/year3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, whatever. You can see thousands of pieces of art by Ori over the years. Anyway, yesterday, lo and behold, my beautiful wife Michelle comes into my office and brings in this framed photo of our beloved rambunctious Cocker Spaniel, Emmanuel. And I know that my beautiful wife Michelle is smiling now at the memory of our doggy. And this happens to be the very photo that Ori used. You just realized? I thought that's why you brought it in.
No, I just found it in the box.
Yeah, this. And she's like, oh, look, I just found it in the box. Brought it in. I'm like, honey, that's the photo. You recognize him? Yeah, that's the photo.
He's communicating with us.
That's the kind of stuff my beautiful wife Michelle says all the time. Anytime you see a hummingbird or a bird or this, or, oh, it's your mom, it's the doggy, it's the community. Okay, very good. And Sid is here, good seeing you. So that's our doggy communicating with us and with you right now. That's the photo. If you go, when you go to theartofori.com or facebook.com/theartofori, and 2 weeks ago from today, so that's around June 1st or May 31st, 2019, for those watching way in the future here in the archives, you will see this photo being used along with a enlarged version of his one and only favorite toy. The only real toy he ever played with his whole life was his big red, well, it's big in the photo, in the thing, his red squeaker toy. And you will see those two, our doggy and the red squeaker toy, in the photo, in the painting by Ori Bengal. So how cool is that? So that's Throwback Thursday. We actually have that photo framed. So lo and behold, Ori picked it out as the photo he wanted to use. And sure enough, that's one of the only photos that my beautiful wife Michelle put into a frame. Now this is from when he had long hair and floppy, lots of ears on his floppy, lots of hair in his floppy ears. Later on, we decided very quickly after this, he must have been only about 2-3 years old at the time. But we realized that I got real tired of picking out all the brambles and thorns and whatever from his hair and brushing him all the time. We just gave him what the groomer called the puppy cut. Just cut his hair way short. And we are now arriving at the restaurant, so that'll do it for Throwback Thursday, June lucky 13th, 2019. For Steve Sipress, for my beautiful wife Michelle, and for our beloved rambunctious Cocker Spaniel Emmanuel. That's it for today. Thanks everyone for watching. Remember, don't wait for inspiration. Get to work. Get things done. Implement. Take action. You know, I have a saying I'm famous for: ideas make you feel good, but only action makes you money. So here's to taking action, and have a rest of your fantastic rest of your Throwback Thursday. I'll catch you tomorrow with a foundational business building tip for you on Foundation Friday. Hope to catch you then, and as always, if you need help with inspiration, motivation, or nuts and bolts or anything at all, I'd love to help business owners build businesses. You head on over to helpfromsteve.com. That's where you get one-on-one help from me. Catch you tomorrow. Bye-bye.